The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's got room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there out of the running game. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A give, it's ETN off the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44, Lawrence. Yeah, he'll find Hall. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Jaguars.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020. He expects that to continue in 2021.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll run with Etienne. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 21-14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now his quarterback at Cincinnati.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Shakes off the sack. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
11 empty.
Burrow on play action.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Check. 11 empty.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Forced out to his left.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Cincinnati.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On second down, Etienne once more. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
And they'll go again with Etienne. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Second and 10. On play action, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Robinson now off the option.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And Gostkowski, oh, he missed it. It's no good. Line to the left. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, The other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Only able to gain a couple there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll run with Etienne.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Burrow.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And now the Jags get a signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.